Welcome back. Okay, the 5 boxes. And remember, this is a learning tool. There aren't really actually boxes on it, but it's a way of getting to know the neck so you can move up and down it, use the notes in a way that makes sense to you, learn to use all of your fingers. It's also it's pretty handy later on when you get more advanced. But we'll talk about that after I first show you the boxes. Box 1 starts with the open strings, and then open, first, third. Notice I'm matching my fingers to the frets. A, second, third, D, second, third, G, second, B, first, third, E, first, third. So B and E, and therefore this E, are all open first, third. The A and the D string, these two, the second and third, are open second, third, and then G is just on the second fret. Now, the nice thing about this is, once you get the idea of having your fingers match the frets, you'll notice that I'm playing the guitar and I'm not looking at it. And that's because your fingers know where things are at. You've got your root of the box is the open strings, and then your fingers just match the fret. You know where the notes are in each box. Now when you go to the second box, it changes because you're no longer using the open string. Now your first finger becomes the root of the box, or the root. It's the thing that you guide from. Now on your third fret, you've got G, C, F. Now this is not an A or a B, it's a flat or a sharp, so you're not going to play on the G string. On the B string, you've got D and E. So you go G, A, C, D, F, G, and then you go to the 4th fret, but you're using your second finger because your root is here. Sorry. B, C. Remember there's only one fret between B and C. And that's your second box. Your third box up here, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, remember, if you remember your whole steps and half steps, you can just say the notes. A, so whole step, B, half step, B to C. Notice I'm using my little finger. D, E, F. There's whole steps between all the notes between except B and C and E and F. G, A, C, D, E. So one fret to F, G, A, whole step to B, C. Now, one thing to notice is when we went from box 1 to box 2, the end of box 1 became the root of box 2. And up here, we went up to the next box, what was the end of box 2 became the root of box 3. And then you do this up here with box 4, and you just keep working your way up till you get to the And when you get to the 12th fret, which is hard on a classical guitar because the body gets in the way, this is E, which is the open note up here, and you start over. Yeah, that was really lovely there, wasn't it? So let's talk about how you can use these boxes. Further on down the line, you'll notice that they kind of form a chain. Box 1 links to box 2, box 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. They all start on E. The notes follow the pattern. Well, if you split everything up 2 frets, all of the boxes, you would then go from E. On the 2nd fret, you'd be playing in the key of D. This would be like your open. Are you playing with your 1st fret? Remember that? And you can just walk that up and down the neck and it would work. So that's one way to use these boxes to play in a more advanced way.